Hi everybody, my name's Janine. I've been a labor and delivery facilitator nurse, which is just basically an assistant manager been doing that for about 2 years, but I've been a nurse for 6. And I train a lot of people, so I want to give you my tools of the trade. A couple things you're always going to want to have with you. Calculator. Trying to show you that. Different hospitals I've worked at, you'll see different logos. But you're always going to want to have that for drug calculations, conversions for weight and whatnot. Like I said, I work in labor delivery, so pregnancy weight gain is always important to us, and then their pre-pregnancy weight, and now their regular weight, and then baby weights. The other thing you're always going to want is a pair of, these are called Kellys, or Hemostats, whatever you want to use. And what these are nice for is if you have like IV tubing that just isn't coming apart with your hands, grab it with this and then pull, and it always comes apart with that. Everybody's going to ask you for them, so make sure you keep a hold of them because you'll see they'll disappear. Always have your badge. You always want your badge on you at all times so they know who you are. Another thing you always want to have is a pair of safety scissors. These are always on sale around school supply season. So grab a pair because these are always good to have. Always, because I mean, if you gotta cut clothing off somebody, if you have to cut anything, that's what these are really good for. And then the safety part of it, because you don't want to stab yourself in your pocket. I have this cool thing. They're actually retractable scissors, and they open up and then they pull down, and you can cut with those. Those are really nice. You're always going to want your stethoscope at all times. Mine, constantly like this. Now, I worked at an inner city hospital. We weren't allowed to have our stethoscopes like this because we had a lot of prison inmates and a lot of just dangerous people, so they wanted to make sure you didn't get choked. But the hospital I work at now is just a community hospital. I'm pretty safe, so I wear it around my neck. They do sell stethoscope holders to put on your pants, and it goes like this, and it hangs on like the side of your pants right here. So that's nice to have. I did find it kind of annoying though when I would sit down, it kind of fall off half the time. Then the other thing, see on here, is a roll of tape. I always have that because my IVs always come loose, and or if I'm starting an IV, there's no tape in the tray, and then you're running out of the room even though you have half a catheter sticking out of somebody. So save yourself time. The other thing, let's see my little holder here, highlighter for report, pen with different colors. You want your red and your black, basically, not the other ones, but you want different colored pens. I always have a spare red pen on me at all times. And I always have a pencil because I'm charge nurse, so I'm always doing staffing and changes to the schedule and whatnot when I'm there. The other thing, especially you being a new nurse, you're going to want to do, these are little flashcards I made when I was a brand new nurse. It took me time, but it helps you. Like, I have lab values in here. I have how to set up different OR things because, like I said, I work in labor and delivery. We do all the different OR procedures, all the medications for when you place an epidural, what you got to grab for anesthesiologist, just different lab work when we're working people up for high blood pressure and whatnot. So always go around, especially when you're training, with a pen and piece of paper, then transfer it to the cards later, but always go around, listen to what your preceptor says, and take notes because it's really important to understand, and you will be overwhelmed. You're not going to remember everything at first. Give it a year. I always tell all my new nurses, give it 1 year and then see how you feel. Especially in labor and delivery, we always have different people, like starting from that worked in ER, that worked in med surg, and that being a specialty area, they're just so overwhelmed by everything that we do. But I always say, give it a year. You know, you gotta remember what it's like to be a new nurse again. Because, like I said, a lot of them come from different floors. Though we do hire new grads in our department, you always want to make sure, you know, you're training people the same and really get in their heads, because OB is the highest area that you can get sued in. So we always make sure people know how to document and everything. So the other last thing I want to cover that I don't have on me is always try and get educated. It's only on you now. Your schooling's over. Pick up a book, recent book, articles. Find the association, like ACOG and A1 are for OB, but there's different ones. Get a certification if you can, and stay in school if you can, because it's only going to help you in the long run. I hope these tips helped you. If you have any questions, you can always email me, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Good luck.